So we are a fintech company. We're based in Boston. We're on a mission to make homeownership less stressful and more accessible. So right now we have our two core products. We've got our home equity investment, which is our flagship product and allows homeowners to access the equity in their home without taking out a loan or having to sell. And then earlier this year, we launched our digital platform called the Home Equity Dashboard, which was designed to empower homeowners to make really more informed financial decisions about their home and feel confident in taking action on those decisions. We really pride ourselves at Hometap on being good owners and good neighbors. So what does that mean? So it really means that everyone who works here not only owns their work, but they're ready to lend a hand and just be really great colleagues across the broader team. So, when we're talking to candidates, we're really looking for folks who are ready to roll up their sleeves, who are really great communicators, who really collaborate with trust, among other things. We really look for candidates who, exude these values and are really invested in our mission of making homeownership, more accessible, less stressful. Our business model and everyone who works here, we're all really, really focused on creating a product that meaningfully helps homeowners. And we talk a lot about being homeowner first. So making sure that our whole business model and the products that we put out there are really moving us in that direction. And then, of course, we're always looking for candidates who have really strong functional skills. We want people who bring new perspectives and new skills to the team. Yeah, so our interview process will start with a phone screen with one of our recruiters. And those are a really good opportunity to just share your background. We'll, ask some questions to make sure we're aligned in kind of the technical aspects of the role. And then there's lots of time for you to ask any questions that you have about Hometap or our process. We really want to kind of set the stage so you feel really confident moving forward, if that's the next step. And then you chat with a hiring manager to dig a little deeper in the role, talk more about functional experience. Obviously, they're going to have a different perspective on the role than a recruiter would. So that's a really important piece. And then in most cases, we'll have a candidate work through some sort of take-home exercise and then present their findings to some members of the team. We try to make it as cross-functional as we can. And then the last step, we would have folks really chat one-on-one with different team members, with the hiring manager. We try to bring in some cross-functional folks who might really interact with the role. So ultimately, we're really trying to give every candidate, a taste of what life at Hometap is like. And really, we see our interview process as much an opportunity for us to learn about you as you to learn about us. I always recommend that candidates spend some time on our website to learn about the product and just the general employee experience at Hometap. We have a really great candidate experience page and a culture book that we've built out on our site, which gives a ton of insight into just kind of how we approach our work and what we really value at Hometap. And then, our Trustpilot reviews, I love to direct people to because they're just a great place to learn and just really see how committed we are to homeowner experience and to our investment process. But we certainly don't expect you to be an expert in home equity investment. We know that most people are not. We want you to ask questions, and I think that's a really good way to stand out in an interview process. So Hometap really honestly is a great place to work, and I say that from my own personal experience and have just been so happy here. I think the culture is incredibly positive. It's really strong. Since I've been at the company, we've doubled in size and we've had a really consistent culture across all of that growth, which I think says so much about the leadership and how much we, commit to making this a great place to work. Our leadership is really transparent. They're really easy to connect with, and because of the size of the company, every single person here is making an impact and really contributing to the growth and success of the company. So that part of it, I think, is really rewarding. From a business perspective, there's just so much opportunity in the market for Hometap to grow. not only our core product, but to expand in our mission and to support homeowners in kind of that home ownership journey. So we've had really, really good success thus far and lots of growth. And I really feel like we're just getting started. So for folks who want to be a part of something that's exciting and growing, and this is a great place to be. And then, I think the last thing is really about how we work. We have hubs in Boston, New York, Charlotte, but we do work, primarily remotely. Those hubs are really for collaboration and for folks who prefer to be in the office. And we have team members all across the United States.